Hello and welcome to this video on supplements. Specifically, supplement classes that contain tyneptine and another compound called kratom. These companies and products have a strong consumer base who believe the product holds substantial benefits and has aided their condition. The companies responsible for this have advertised it as being able to treat everything, but have failed to provide support for these claims and in some cases are selling it illegally. This last point is what has gotten the companies that make it and similar drugs into trouble with the FDA. This problem has repeatedly occurred with different companies over the last 12 months. And looks unlikely to abate anytime soon. Dietary supplements fall into an odd place with regards to approvals and regulations. As they are not considered medication, they do not need to undergo the rigorous approvals process with clinical trials, safety studies, and aftermarket monitoring. This often means that many supplements are sold on an as-is basis, with little evidence to substantiate the claims on the packaging or from the manufacturer. This is why the FDA does not engage in regulation of these products like it does medicine and similar health service-related products. In fact, due to lobbying, a stretched budget, and difficulty of supervising the supplements industry, the FDA does not engage in any regulation until a complaint or severe adverse event arises. Or at least that was the case until a few years ago, when the supplements industry became more relevant to the FDA's activities. To quote one FDA leader, "This action is part of a broader effort we have underway to re-examine our resources and authorities related to products marketed as dietary supplements, and outline a new policy on how we intend to more vigorously fulfill our obligations to protect consumers from dangerous products and unlawful claims." This is because a product that is marketed as a dietary supplement but claims to provide diagnoses, mitigation, treatment, or curing of a specific or preventable disease is regulated as a drug. This is where tyneptine and kratom are getting stuck. They are either claiming, show signs of being, or are a registered medicine, not a supplement. In the case of tyneptine, it is an even more difficult matter. It is a recognized medicine for depression in some countries, but not the USA. This makes it not only an unregulated medicine when distributed, but becomes an adulterant under the Federal Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act. This makes tyneptine an unsafe food additive and should not be present in any dietary supplements, as it is not considered a supplement but a medication. This adulterant then makes this simple problem of an unregulated drug into a whole other problem, the first and simplest of which is truth in marketing. It could be considered deceptive and misleading practices, as many other supplements have fallen afoul of. Its presence in supplements is associated with claims along the lines of a clear choice for pain and anxiety relief, produces both stimulation and opioid-like effects. The kratom acts as a mu opioid receptor, similar to morphine, that these supplements can induce euphoria and more, but none of these claims have adequate evidence to support their use. There are varying degrees of vague, hyperbolic, misguided, erroneous, and deceptive qualifiers used before and after these phrases, but regardless of their presence, the claims themselves are generally considered somehow wrong, whether it is misleading, deceptive, or outright illegal to use these terms in relation to what is sold as a supplement. With kratom products, one cause for concern with these unregulated products is the lack of quality control. The FDA has claimed to find dangerous levels of heavy metals in some of the kratom products. Further adding to the quality control issues is that there have been a number of associated deaths. A CDC analysis claims that kratom is the cause of more than 91 deaths in the 27,000 overdoses that occurred in 27 states from 2016 to 2017 as they relate to opioids. Kratom is one of the not opioid opioids. It has side effects, and these are not always well communicated when used as a supplement. These can include seizures, high blood pressure, liver and kidney damage, brain swelling, breathing problems, and cardiac arrest. These problems get even more likely when people use kratom in association with alcohol or other drugs, as is often the case with recreational use, habitual use, or abuse. Unfortunately, kratom is not an improvement over conventional prescribed medications, and it has just as much, if not more, potential for abuse, addiction, and significant health consequences that can, as has been demonstrated, lead to death. The problems of both kratom and thianeptine are entering into the regulatory consciousness at the worst possible time for the supplement industry. These two examples are considered comparable to opioids, and with the opioid crisis ongoing, the ability to stem one possible source of intoxication and addiction is a very enticing target for the FDA, who has full regulatory power to take action. This is one reason why many peak bodies that would normally support the supplement industry are backing the decision by the FDA to crack down on supplements containing these and other opioid-like substances. These products have not been demonstrated to be safe or effective for any use, and may keep some patients from seeking appropriate therapies, or at least in America this is true. On the other hand, the lack of adequate tests may also be masking its use in these same roles. As is the case with thianeptine, it is approved in Europe for use as an antidepressant. Its presence in America is as an illegal adulterant to otherwise acceptable supplements. Thank you for watching this video. If you have found it interesting or useful, consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please post any comments, questions, or suggestions below.